Hi guys, me right here, right now, again, just showing and testing my strategies or just the classic strategies on the binary options. I would say something wrong, right? And this is the quad X binary option strategy, so let's test it. Sorry about little inconvenience, sorry for little delays with that, and let's try it. Here we are, 1 minute, 15 seconds lately, and Bollinger Bands. Here's just like that, and here's gonna be Arun. Let's leave it like that. And thickness, how it's gonna be looking for us, and let's take CCI for making it a little bit easier, because I wouldn't say Bollinger Bands is the difficult one, Arun is not typical one. So if we're gonna add 3 indicators that nobody knows, nobody uses, it's gonna be too heavy. CCI is working just as always, even if you are trying, to make some strategies complicated and heavy. Add at least one indicator that's working just easy with your period that you actually know, and maybe it's going to be easier for you also. So here we are, this is how it's going to be looking. Let's test it. It's going to be quite easy one. And look at that. We're going to get for an upward trend, and I'm going to tell you why. Yep, CCI showing us we're getting a little bit downward, but the Bollinger Bands showing us a little bit that it's going to be the rising just because we're at the bottom. And this is actually the good question about the CCI, but you must know that depends on the periods. There's actually different images that we can have. Look at the Arun. I just want to first you to check what we actually having right here, and then just discuss it. So look at that. I would say in this case, the whole chart and the Bollinger Bands, that it's actually right on the chart, right? Perfectly showing us that we are rising. And CCI here, because we would say that it was located in the higher part, we're gonna get for some downward one. But in that case, remember, we have such tiny 15 seconds candles. It was quite visible, quite perfectly stated we're gonna get for an upward one. And I just found this situation where it's going to be the downward one, and it's quite perfect in this case. So finally, this is the situation where it's quite good stated. I wouldn't say the Bollinger Bands giving us that image, but anyway, the chart giving us, Arun giving us, and CCI giving us that we're going to get for the downward one. Let's check it out. And this is what we gotta have just in the end of it. Yep, I would say that it's getting a little bit more flat, especially with the CCI, you may see it. But we're gonna get for some downward one, but just slowly. So we were falling, but just a little bit slowly. And that's enough for us, just got it. Just as a problem. And what about here? We are getting downward, just look at that. We are getting downward, but it is already seen the beginning of the tendency of getting upward. CCI showing us we're getting a little bit upward. Yep, Arun still haven't changed actually much, but with the Arun, it is a little bit not for the prediction. And I actually do expect this is the end of this downward trend. And the Bollinger Bands just a little bit with this lower line showing us we are ending. Let's see. I just want to actually follow the Arun if it's gonna break or not in this case, but actually it's quite soon for it. CCI showing us we are correct. Bollinger Bands started to showing us we are correct, and this is the tiny but rising. Just had it, just the problem. So let's make this one as the last one, just because I would say this is not the complicated one. And here we are just detecting slowly but rising, and we detecting the end of it. I just predict this is going to be the end of it. Out of the Bollinger Bands, out of the CCI, and out of just what actually we predicting. The tendency is gonna switch. Let's see. So maybe I was too soon with my expectations. Maybe that we still have this plateau situation, but CCI is quite positively showing us. Was it all of them profitable? Yeah, but I guess all of them were profitable. So I would say that we may actually enter a little bit later just to have more stable results when we gotta detect that CCI actually already started to fall. But I would say in some cases when you are catching that on the indicator, it may be also quite late because that it's gonna just change. But with the prediction, it is cool, but you need the timing, you know, the right timing also. So we just got it, we just done it. I do love make all the videos, all the processes, all the tradings just from the first, you know, for the first attempt. So I never, you may see it, I never, I don't know, never tried it to make it again and again, to make it perfect because I want to live more on it. And sometimes me making my bets and a little bit out, you know, a little bit just thinking a lot, not explaining a lot. But I actually think that this strategy is quite easy and you can handle that even after this short and tiny video. So any feedbacks, any recommendations, you know, I'm welcome it. So check it out.